fall. Since I put this column in, only thing I've been having is trouble. I got it so if I plug everything in, I turn the ignition on, one side of the reverse light comes on. It's messing all the turn signals and brake lights and all that up. Plus I got it so my headlights won't even come on. Turn signals ain't working right. So the only thing I can think of is this column is either something messed up in this column or something got into my wiring and messed stuff up. So could be that, but you never know. I mean, I got this hooked up, I got my other hooked up, and it's doing that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this column out completely and try it from there and see what I can get with that. But I'm going to time lapse that when I do it, so it's a little bit quicker. Instead of me just running for minutes and minutes and minutes. So I will be right back on. It's going to be a time lapse next. Now that we got the steering, I got the steering column out. I can actually check and see what was going on here. So let me see. Let me find out if I plug this stuff in. And see. One, to see if my lights work. Let me see. Let me find something. All right, hold on. I'll be right back. I'll go get something. All right, I got the battery hooked in. Got a tool right here for this. So I'm going to hook the column back up. I'm not going to put it on completely. I want to find out what's going on with the column. I got my piece in here, right here. Let me turn it on. Let me try to get this where it needs to be. See what's going on here. Okay. Alright, that's where that needs to be. So let me go here. Let me plug this in. Alright, there's that. Put the key in. Put that up. See if we got stuff working here. No, we ain't got nothing working. All right, there's the flashers. Let's see. Still got the problem in the back, which is right here. That's the reverse light. That's not supposed to be on right now. So either when I hooked up and I tried it with the jumper, or I charged it, it blew a bulb or something like that, messing my light, messing my turn signals and stuff like that up. Or it could be this itself, which is right here. Could be within this. I'm not for sure. So here, let me try this. Let me get this out. Okay, that's off. All right, let me try. I got bare wires here. Let me try. We've got 3. 1, 2, 3. There's that one. Then these here. There's that one. All right, now let's see. Now the front one's probably working. Now see, there's the front one. It's working. You can see it, somewhat see it. Now let's go to the back. See if the reverse light's still on, which it is. So apparently, I wound up blowing a bulb or something like that. And let me put you over here in the shade. Wound up blowing a bulb or something like that. So that's next thing I got to check that out. I got gas leak, stuff like that. So it's going to take new this, new that. So I mean, Jeep's been sitting for a while. I was going to sell it at one point, but I'm not going to. I'll just keep it to keep it. Maybe something to tinker with or something like that. See what I can do with it. Just improvise and adapt on hooking everything up, I guess, and go from there on it. But I'm sure I'll figure it out at some point. Or just figure out a way to make more money and just have it redone at a custom shop. But go figure. So I want to try. Let me see. I could take this one off here. That should turn everything on. So here, let me turn this off. Let me do this. Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta go get a Phillips. Hold on. All right, let me see if I can get my lights to work right. Let me take this off and then bring it back here. Put you right here. Because one thing is, this reverse light shouldn't be on. Well, I took care of that. Okay. Put this up here. Let's find out. That would be the parking light. But this side over here is not on. Now, let's see. Is that going to go out? Okay. Bottom one here went out. So this is hot. Let me turn that out. All right. I'm gonna let that cool down a little bit. Okay. So, let me let that cool down. See if I can find another one in here. So I got them here. Like right here. Got one. Here's two. Okay. Only have two. Only got these two right here. So we'll see if it's one of them is bad. See if one of them is bad, or it's basically something in the wiring. Maybe something got into the Jeep, something like that, chewed wires. So I got bare wires somewhere I haven't found yet. Or taking a part of the AC stuff out just messed up the whole thing somehow. I don't know. I doubt it, but go figure. So I'm sure I'll figure it out at some point, but I don't even know what I do with that. Oh no, my luck, I probably just threw it away, which is fine. I can buy another one. But let me see. There we go. Okay, let's try. Let's see what happens. Let me put the battery back up, or hook the battery back up, I should say. I got it clicking every time I put that on, so let's see. No, that one didn't go on. Why not? There we go. Let's see what happens. Okay, there's that. I have lights. Turn signal. All right, there's the turn signal. Okay. Now, I got my turn signals to work, but my headlights still don't work. So, let's see. So it was a bad bulb. Hazard. Yeah, my hazards are working. You can see the light there. And you can see it there. That worked. Turn that off, turn the key off. Okay, let's see. So we got the turn signals working again. Now we got to figure out the lights. Oh, why the lights aren't working. Now I can check a fuse. Maybe see if my fuse got blown. Maybe when I went in to hook charge the battery or hook stuff up in there, I wound up blowing a fuse or something. Because I blew one of the back lights, which was this one. Now this one's bad. This one's done. But I'll put that in there anyhow. So I got them working, but now I gotta figure my lights out on why my lights aren't working. So let me put you right here. Let's do turn signal. There's that one. One in the back works. Let's do the other side. It works now. Turn that off. Now, let's try the parking lights. Alright, parking lights do not work in the front. They work in the back. And the parking lights will be on the side right here. Which would be right here. These are basic. These should come on too, I'm thinking. But I know these should work right here, which they don't. Yeah, it's not even on. Well, it's not even in there. That one's broke, so I gotta get new side lenses. Those are blown. So since those are blown, but let's check the lights and see why the lights aren't working. They did work, but now they're not working. So, all the wires are basically hooked up. That need to be hooked. Huh. So, that don't tell me why my headlights aren't working. Okay. So I do know now it's dealing with wiring. So I got to figure out all the wiring in here, or wind up getting a new wiring harness and just wire the whole thing, or just kind of wait until I have the money and just have a custom shop do it, or have a mobile mechanic come out or something like that and just do everything. Wiring, get a steering column in, get everything hooked up, get everything done. Hopefully, but I'll let y'all go, and it's only a short video, but I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all stay blessed. Thank you. Stay blessed. Hello again. I'm gonna get back to the Jeep at some point, but I'm running into a lot of problems, and most of it has to do with the old wiring that's in it. So I'm gonna have to wind up either finding a wiring harness at a reasonable price, because I look up parts for, let's say, parts for the Jeep. I have the instrument cluster. You got like the heat range, the battery, the oil pressure, and stuff like that. I looked at it on Amazon. They want $1,000 for those two pieces. That's BS. There's just someone trying to make a quick buck because they think people want it, and there's not many of them out there, and there is. You can go to a Jeep junkyard and find just about anything you want. You can buy a whole Jeep for next to nothing, especially if you know the owners of that junkyard, and get every part you need. You don't have to go on eBay and pay these ridiculous prices for this kind of stuff that they have on Amazon. $1,000 fucking dollars? No, screw that. I ain't paying that. It's gonna be on hold for a little bit until I figure stuff out and save up a little more money and get like the wiring harnesses and stuff like that and rewire. I may wind up doing a new dash because I've got a they use it in like buffets and stuff like that. You could set it up, put your propane tank under it and your burners or whatever, and heat up like food and keep food hot and stuff like that. I got one of them that's I don't know if it's it may be stainless steel, then again it may be aluminum, I'm not for sure, but I may wind up using that because it don't rust. So it's probably aluminum because it don't rust. Stainless steel would rust, I think, at some point, maybe, I don't know, because I have stuff that's stainless steel, as in butter knives, that rust. But I'll go in and I'll check that kind of stuff out and see if I can make a dash something out of that or something like that. Take the other one off and see, or just cover the other one, take stuff out and measure up all the holes and stuff like that, put this in, that, and stuff like that. And maybe just make that a long-lasting project on doing stuff here and there, because I've already got a daily driver, so it's not like I need to get it running and get it road ready and get it on the road. It's just something I tinker around with or whatever. But I got the Camaro too, but the Camaro, last time I had it running for a bit. I had to get the bad gas or whatever. I should have kept putting the gas treatment in it. So the gas would stay good, but I got the fuel injectors to clean and stuff like that. So I got to get to a point where I can get it running and run it and just run the gas completely out of it. Or actually figure out how to actually drain that gas out of it and put probably wind up hooking an electric fuel pump to it and actually use the electric fuel pump to get the rest of that gas out of that gas line and just do it that way. That way I can actually get the bad gas out of it, then I won't have to worry about it, and then I can get the the starting fluid and get it so it'll actually run the bad gas out of those fuel injectors. That way there's no gas in them injectors whatsoever. I just disconnect the gas and just get all the gas out of the tank, then just hook everything back up and just kind of run it, kind of get it so it'll run and see if anything picks up out of the tank. And just like run it until it actually completely dies. Then, because I had it like that for a while until I started doing it. Then I got into the Jeep and forgot all about that Camaro because I left gas in it, which was a very big mistake of mine. So I got to worry about, see if I can get them fuel injectors cleaned out and all that kind of stuff. I may go and maybe do that because I actually... the battery I had out of it was a side post battery I have in my the Honda out there, because the other battery on that Honda went bad, so I had to get another battery for it. And I went to price a battery a couple of years ago. They wanted like $300-400 for a battery for that. I said, oh, screw that, I ain't paying that much for a freaking battery. But now I got to a point where I'm gonna have to wind up buying a battery for that the Honda, or I'll just wind up keeping the one that's in there and just buy another one for the Camaro. Just buy a new one for the Camaro or something. But I got the cores and stuff like that for batteries, and just pick up a couple new batteries. But I don't want to buy, let's say, a battery for the Jeep, and unless I have the money saved up or whatever, then I could just have a check around at custom shops and stuff like that, and just have a good custom shop do it. That way I know everything gets done right and it runs, drives, the whole 9 yards. But I may keep it out. I may just keep that as a toy or something, just to maybe. I only got an acre. I only got like an acre or a half acre I drive on, but I don't really drive on it. It's not like I got tons of acreage to drive around and stuff like that, but maybe just like move stuff here and there and stuff like that. Instead of using the hand cart or something like that, I can use it for doing stuff like that. But I'm gonna hold off on that project for a little bit, and I'll maybe start doing stuff and see if I can get that Camaro running. I gotta get starting fluid. I have carb cleaner. I'd rather have the starting fluid instead of carb cleaner on that. I'd rather not do the carb clean because I can mess up some stuff. So I'll get like starting fluid, get it so I can actually get the Camaro running. If I can get it to stay running, then I can just run all the gas out of it completely and just leave no gas in it whatsoever. But there's body work I need to do. There's the shocks, the struts, the balance bars, or whatever you want to call them, whatever all that stuff is. I got to replace all that and the kind of stuff like that. I got to get good tires for it. But I'm not going to worry about the tires and stuff like that until I actually get it running, so it runs, and I get everything the other stuff on it fixed. I gotta get seats for it. I gotta get the other stuff on the inside done. I gotta find the keys again because I lost the keys for it, and I don't know where they are. I got keys hanging up here and there, but I have the slightest idea where the keys are for that Camaro. Then again, they may be in the Camaro. I do not know. But get that stuff on that. Get that. So I'm gonna lay off the Jeep for a little bit because I'm just having bad wiring issues on that Jeep because the wiring's so old and brittle. So I got that to contend with. So I'm going to hold off on that Jeep. And I've already had people wanting to buy the vehicles and stuff like that, but neither one's for sale. I'll get to it one day. I mean, if I never get to it, my niece and nephews can sell them if they want to. That's just like my property when I give it to them. They can sell it if they want to. So it really don't matter, but they're not going to get anywhere on the. They're not going to get the property till I die. Then they can do whatever they need. If they need to sell a property to pay something off, or put a down payment on a house, or buy a car, they have it. That way I can give them somewhat of a start. When I pass, I'll have basically a new start on stuff. But I'll probably start stuff on the Camaro. I may do it tomorrow towards evening, or maybe here in a little bit, because I could take my battery out of the Honda, put it in there, and just see if I can get it running. But like I said, I don't have starting fluid, so I gotta wait till I have the starting fluid to do that. So I'm gonna wait on it for a little bit. So I'll just do maybe random talks or something like that, or whatever I want to talk about, I guess, and see what you guys listen to. But I'll get on that and just leave the Jeep alone for a little bit. And then I'll basically start on maybe trying to get the Camaro running so it'll run. Not saying that I'm going to get it running, get it on the road, get dry. That's not going to happen yet. But at some point it might. Because I may wind up putting more of my focus. If I can get the Camaro running and running right, I'll put more of my focus on that Camaro, on putting the floor pan, getting the floor pan put in, if I can figure that out. Get it so it's actually drivable and I can drive it. Then I can wind up getting it legal again, and then I'll have two vehicles. I'll have my Camaro for just driving around, and then I'll have my Honda for longer, and my Camaro for just driving around areas or whatever. But I'll figure that out at some point. But my next, since I'm leaving the Jeep alone for right now because of all the stuff that keeps coming up on like bad wiring and stuff like that, it's going to cost a lot more money effectively to get that Camaro, get the Jeep back on the road, which I'm not going to do anyhow. I'll just have it to drive here and there or whatever, just around property or move stuff or whatever. Or maybe one day I'll buy another Jeep and a trailer and use that for a trail Jeep or a mudder or something like that. Who knows? But I think I'll do basic work on the Camaro, see if I can get it actually running, and see if I can get it running again, which I should be able to. Get stuff cleaned out. I may have to clean the injectors and stuff like that. Get them clean, take them out and clean them. Put them back in and get it running so it'll actually run. Get the bad gas out of it. Because I got the extra fill pump somewhere. I got to find again. I don't know where it is. But I'll use my old one on the Jeep. I won't use my new one, but I'll use my old one. Take it and hook it into the Camaro. And actually get the old gas out of that Camaro and just get that gas out of it. That way I don't have to worry about or contend with that gas, because I think it's over 1/4 of a tank. So I'll actually get that all siphoned out of there, and, well, I mean, electric fill pump, not siphon, because I don't siphon gas no more. I either swallow a lot of it, or a bunch of it goes in my mouth, and I have a bad taste in my mouth for 3 days. So I don't want that. Get that cleaned out, then, because I still got wiring issues on my Camaro too, probably, but who knows? I may do it. Then again, I may wind up just getting it running again. Get everything running so it actually runs, and it'll start up and it'll run. And then I can sell it for more since it's running. But with it not running right now, it's not as much, because I could probably sell it for $500. Somebody will jump on it. I'm not that stupid. So I'll get it running, get this going. I got stuff to like fix the floor pan and stuff like that, and this, that, and the other. I got the old seats that can be redone, stuff like that. So I may do that and maybe keep it around for a while. I may take the black seat back out of the Jeep and put it back in the Camaro and run it like that. Then maybe do something different with that Camaro. Make it a one-seater and put stuff on the passenger side. Get that floor pan in and do stuff on the passenger side. Maybe put like something in there. Who knows? And just do something like that with it. I don't know. Because I got the daily driver, which is the Honda anyhow. So I got that, and it lasts, it runs. So it's a good car. Only had a few issues on it that I fixed and stuff like that, which everything's good now. So I have fixed somewhere. I don't know where it is right now. Oh, here it is. I've got this. You can actually take this and hook this up into your vehicle. It's it's from I think it's 96 and up or 2006 and up. Might be 96 and up. I'd have to look and see if I can figure it out on fixed. But you can actually hook it to that as long as it's got the hook in, which is like this. The hook in like that. You can hook it in, turn it on, and do it through your phone and find out if there's any problems or anything like that. But when I hook it up, I don't have no problems. No problems come up on that Honda, so it's good on that. But since I got that as a daily driver, I could just spend time just thinking about what I want to do to both vehicles or whatever. Maybe work out, maybe money thing or something like that. See if the YouTube will kick off for me or whatever. Start making money through YouTube or monetize my YouTube and stuff like that, and see what comes in. Maybe think of who knows, merch or something like that. I don't know. I haven't really done that. I'm not really into that per se. But I may be able to think of something here and there, or a saying or something like that. Who knows? I just have to think of something besides what's been out there. I mean, there's a lot of YouTubers out there that have their own sayings, and they have their this and that. What do you put it? They have a patent on them, or copyrighted, or whatever you want to call it. There's a lot of them out there. I mean, just have their own sayings on stuff. Some own the stuff, some don't. Some just say it. I'm not going to put no names out there or anything like that on stuff. But I may come up with my own saying. Then again, I may find out when I start saying that someone else said it before. Who knows? But it could be something from my childhood or something like that. Who knows? But I think tomorrow, maybe later on this evening or something like that, I'll see if I can take the battery out of the Honda. Actually take it over there and put it in the Camaro and use it to run my old fuel pump out of my Jeep and put it there to get the gas that's in the Camaro out of it. So there's no more gas in it. All the gases will be out of it. Then it'll just be the fuel injectors that have gas. That then I can go in and get the starter fluid and get the starter fluid and buy it. That way I can go in and spray it and get it so it'll run. I got some good gas, which I think I have to check it, see if it's any good. I've had it for a while. I mean, I haven't had it for years. I've had it for a few months. So it should still be good. It's in the gas container, stuff like that. It should still be good. Put that in there, get it running, let it run, and it should stay running. But I don't really want to do that until I get it, so I get the tires, get this fixed, that fixed, get it running, get the tires fixed so I can drive it here and there, drive it around a little bit. That way I can go in, start it up, not have to worry about it. So either that or disconnect the battery or something like that. But I don't want to keep gas in it unless I have it and I use it and I have it legalized so I can drive it on the road. I don't want to put that much gas in it so the gas stays in it like that, like I did before. So I may wind up just, instead of putting gas in the gas tank itself, I may set up something, because I have a old John Boat gas tank that I have. I think it's out there in the shop, my semi-trailer out there. I think it's out there. If it is, I can find it and clean it up and maybe set it up somehow so I can use it for getting the Camaro running and checking this and that, make sure everything works and good stuff like that, you know. But like I said, as far as the Jeep goes, I'm gonna stop it for a little bit because of all the issues that keep coming up with me trying to fix it, with bad wiring and the old wiring and stuff like that. So I'm gonna wind up going off on it until I actually figure out or start being able to monetize my YouTube and stuff like that and get more followers and stuff like that, because I've only got like 23 followers on here. I mean, even before I had a YouTube before, I mean, I only had a little over 100 followers on it. And it's not like something of mine goes viral or something like that, and I just tons of people. I mean, I got shorts going on sayings and stuff like that I get from CapCut. I have a lot of views on them, but they just view the stuff and they don't follow me or anything like that. It's not like I can go in and because if somebody follows me and the account looks right and stuff like that, I will follow them back. But if some girl pops up on there, tries following me that's half naked, I'm not gonna follow that at all. I don't care who it is. But anything that looks good and has videos and stuff like that, I will follow them. But as far as the other stuff on here, on girls coming up that are cladly dressed and stuff like that, I'm not gonna follow those accounts. I'm not into that whatsoever. I mean, you can go on TikTok and look at my profile on my bio on TikTok. Living life my way. Not looking, staying single. Period. So there's a lot of the girls on here that say, I wonder why the good guys are not asking girls out or dating or want to date and stuff like that. That's because we've been screwed over so much, we don't even want to deal with it anymore. We're happy the way we are. And that's basically answers that question on why good guys don't date. That's why. We've been screwed over so many times, we're not dealing with it no more. We're better off on our own than with anybody that's going to stab us in the back. That's why I'm staying single. So, I'm going to go ahead and get off here. I've been talking 19, 20 minutes here. So, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing stuff with the Camaro. So, look forward to the stuff on the Camaro. And I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all stay blessed. Thank you. Y'all stay blessed.